Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy AP, and this is AP's NBA Daily Picks. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers. They're playing at noon on Sunday, November 23rd, 2025. Y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Comment bag season in the comments. We're going to get right into it. They're giving the Miami Heat plus 1.5 points, and the over and under is 239.5. For the injury report for the Miami Heat, we got Nikola Jovic, Andrew Wiggins, Norman Powell is a game-time decision. Tyler Hero and Terry Rozier out. Nikola Jovic and Andrew Wiggins, they're out also. But these players are expected to return on November 24th against the Mavs. So the Heat are on the first leg of a back-to-back away. They're playing in Philadelphia. Then after this game, they have to travel back to Miami to get ready to take on the Dallas Mavericks, with also looks like a full roster. One disadvantage I see for the Heat is definitely the scheduling, definitely all the injuries, and the way they play on the road. They're 10-6 total record, but they're 3-5 on the road. On the other hand, we got the Sixers. BJ Edgecombe, a game-time decision. Joel Embiid out. Adam Bona out. Kelly Oubre out. Now, when I look at this, that tells me that, hey, the Sixers are going to be they're going to be weak in the interior. And I watched some game footage on the 76ers. They really got Paul George playing the power forward position, and also Andre Drummond at the center position. Now, Andre Drummond, he is a great rebounder, but he doesn't really protect the rim that well, and he doesn't really run the floor that well. He gets kind of winded and about the 5-minute mark, and players like Khalil Ware, Bam Adebayo, they can run the floor on him. Bam Adebayo can post Paul George up also and kind of get what he wants down there. If he's playing aggressive, if he's not trying to be a three-point shooter. And I also do think Davion Mitchell, he's going to be ready to play. And like a lot of these players' usage rate is going to go up, because I don't really think Norman Powell is going to play either. And one thing I noticed about the Heat, they can score the basketball. They just put up 143 points against the Bulls. The Bulls have a loose defense, and they play at a high pace. They put up 110 against Golden State. They put up 115 against the Knicks. They put up 132 against the Knicks on the second game. They lost that game. And they lost against the Cavs. They put up 116. On the other hand, Philadelphia, they've been scoring the ball good too. I'm just going to look at the last two games. Pretty much Paul George back, no Embiid. It's an overtime game against the Bucks. They got to 123. That's an overtime game. They won. They scored 112 against the Raptors and lost. So just let me get through my notes again. Let's see. So the 76ers, they're pretty good ATS record also at home. I just think, like, with Embiid out, I look at some performance factors. So Miami loses key scorers, ball handlers, and usage concentrated heavily on Adebayo and Jaime Jaquez Jr. I think their usage rate is going to go up with all the injuries for the Miami Heat. The Philadelphia defense collapses. Without Embiid, Philadelphia defensive rating regresses from an elite 112.7 to 116.5. So that's a massive defensive void. So in this game right here, it's really hard for me to pick this game. I do like the edge of the home court advantage for the Philadelphia 76ers. I do think they have a better front court. I did notice in Miami game footage that they switch a lot on the front court. And Jaime Jaquez, whoever he's guarding, they're going to have a field day. So if he's guarding Paul George's going to get what he wants. They probably try to hide him. Because what Jaquez does is he roams and he's trying to get steals. He's trying to get out and run on offense. He's not really a great defender, in my opinion. So if you think the paint players for the Heat with Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo, they have enough to get over the hump to cover this spread against the Sixers, but We're going against a player that's been on fire right now, Tyrese Maxey. He's on fire in front of his home crowd. Um, it's just their interior defense, man. It just really makes me nervous to go with the Sixers. I have my concerns about their perimeter defense and also Miami's ability to exploit that. The 76ers without Embiid have a negative 1.6 net rating, making them objectively below average team. The Heat have historically strong ATS track record as situational underdogs, and their offense will easily exploit the Embiidless interior defense. So in this spot, man, I just gotta go. I gotta go with the Heat, man. I gotta go with the Heat plus 1.5. It might be that underdog tomorrow that pulls out a win outright, because I just don't really see them, the 76ers, protecting the rim good enough. And even players like Jaime Jaquez, he can penetrate. Davion Mitchell, he can penetrate, get assists, finish at the rim also. It's just going to be, if you like the Sixers, then, they're going to have to shoot the lights out, because one thing I watched about Maxey, he can get the ball out of his hands quick whenever he's being double teamed. So he doesn't have, reckless turnovers and stuff like that. He's in control of the offense. He's running the team, and they're going to need everything from him to get a win. Just want to go look back at their last 5 games. They're 3-2. It's not bad, but they have lost a game at home, and they kept it close with Boston at home also. So Miami's #1 team in the Southeast. Philadelphia's at #3. I just think teams know now that they don't have any rim protection. Let's see. Just curious on what I'm looking at when they played the Raptors. Just want to see. I didn't look at this box score yet. I'm just going through it now. I'm curious to see, what did Jakob Poeltl do against them? Okay, 19 points, 8 rebounds. Pretty sure he went over his PRAs. PRA is probably right at it. Scotty Barnes, 16 points, 9 rebounds. But the Raptors team is kind of difficult to look at, because they have so many players that do, similar things, like Barrett, Ingram, and Scotty Barnes. So their usage rate varies so much between games and the stats and everything. But Jakob Poeltl pretty much does what he do, and he got 19 points against them. Scotty Barnes will probably be in that position where Bam Adebayo is. He got 16 points, 9 rebounds. But Bam Adebayo's stats his prop line is gonna be higher than that. What did RJ Barrett do? He only got 3. He kind of playing. He got 22 points though. So it's kind of like what Jaime Jaquez is going to be at. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Ingram got 22 points also. Let's just let me know they're not really protecting the rim. And Jakob Poeltl shot the ball 8 for 10. RJ Barrett 6 for 12. Brandon Ingram 7 for 10. Emmanuel Quickly had 6 assists, 18 points. It's like that Davion Mitchell spot right there. So I do think Sixers got some vulnerabilities. In this game, there was no Paul George versus those Raptors. I know Paul George, he did not play in that game. Let's go see a game where Paul George played. He played against the Bucks. The only thing about that is, like, it was an overtime game, so it's like they had the extra 5 minutes, so that makes the you gotta see what kind of stats they get in overtime. You know what I'm saying? But box score, it's kind of interesting to see what Bobby Portis did. 19 points, 8 rebounds. Miles Turner 14 points, 10 rebounds, and Miles Turner isn't that great a rebounder. Is a good shot blocker though. And it's the game where Maxey just went the last game. He scored 54 points, 9 assists. Did have 5 turnovers though, but I seen him get the ball out of his hand pretty quick. Paul George 21 points, 5 rebounds. I said Drummond only 3 points, 8 rebounds. He can't really score either, so that puts them in a bad position against. You got Bobby Portis and Miles Turner. Is a different beast than Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo. I mean, I would take Bam Adebayo over Bobby Portis. give or take, and what type of team structure you have, I'll take Khalil Ware over Miles Turner. You got AJ Green didn't do much in that game. He didn't shoot the ball well. Ryan Rollins had his thing. So Ryan Rollins compared to him and Davion Mitchell, I think he was a better player than Davion Mitchell as far as scoring the ball, and he had 14 assists against him. So that lets me know right there that Davion Mitchell can get his assists and his points. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing what type of style they playing. You can penetrate on them. If you can penetrate on them, you can get to the rim and finish or dish off. And Davion Mitchell got the players for that to dish off too. So yeah, give me the Heat, man. Plus the 1.5 points right here. Only thing the X factor is might get me just like that Hornets game got me. It's like James Harden just they was the Clippers were in a bad scheduling spot. But James Harden just came out and went crazy and dropped that. If a player's dropping 50 points, they should win the game. If somebody's getting 50, 55 points, they should win the game. So if Maxey go out there and get 55 points, probably don't even need nothing but a good 40, 45. Probably gonna need a good 40 for them to win this game. Or if his teammates are knocking down the shot. So if you like the Sixers, it's hard for me to talk you off of that. I feel you. Go for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like their interior defense. And I think the Heat have some pieces that can exploit that. Even with all the injuries that they have, we still see that they scored the ball well. But that was against the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? But maybe the Heat can close this road game out, this road trip out with a win on this first leg of a back-to-back. I do like the Heat, and also like the point total to go over. Some player props I like. Bam Adebayo, points and assists. I think he can go over that. Tyrese Maxey, PRA. I think he can go over that. Morally, I'll say Tyrese Maxey, points and assists also. I think he definitely flies over that. If you just want a good player prop for this, I would go with Maxey, points and assists. He leads the NBA in minutes. He's averaging like I think 33, 34 points a game, something like that. And PRA, man, I gotta say, man, Paul George looks like he's in good rhythm, man. I like Paul George PRA too. This is Maybe my favorite plays in this game is Khalil Ware over his points and rebounds, and Tyrese Maxey over his points and assists. I'm leaning towards Paul George PRA. I'm leaning towards Davion Mitchell, points and assists also. This specific game situation. But yeah, man, that's all I have for y'all, man. That's just how I go through and look at the games. I'm looking at the scheduling spot. I'm looking at what the team's weaknesses are. I'm looking at how well teams can score the ball, the injuries. It's a lot of different variables that go into it. I do think as far as like how these teams match up, the Miami Heat win in the paint, the Sixers win on the perimeter. It's just in the paint. The shots under paint are higher field goal percentage shots, even though you trade twos for threes, but you might get 4 2-point baskets compared, and then they're missing threes, might get 2 threes, so might be 6-8 the points. You know what I'm saying? Coming back and forth, but I can't talk you off if you like the Sixers. I think this is a good spot for the Sixers. In my opinion, they should win, but I can't go against Miami with the dominance that they have in the interior, with the coaching that they have. I know they're going to exploit that. Coach Bo is going to exploit that right there. No way we're going to let Paul George stop Bam Adebayo or Khalil Ware or anybody getting to the rim on them. So thank you all for watching. If you see any value in this, got any value in this, man, coming in bag season, in the comments right there, man. And it's just the NBA, man. Things can go. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. I'm just going off of how I see it in these certain circumstances. But who can predict that Khalil Ware gonna go out there and get 18 rebounds and 25 points, or Tyrese Maxey gonna go out there and get 55 points? Who knows? He could twist his ankle in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who really knows what's going to happen? Who has the crystal ball? Who has the script? All I can do is just go off on the way I see the game and how I see this thing playing out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you already know what time it is. It's bag season.